Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today a very interesting little quick maintenance I wanted to do on my Quiet Carry Drift LC. Let's go ahead and get into it. I want to put some Skiff washers in there. I wanted to try that out and see what would happen. So pretty excited about that, so let's go ahead and do that. This is a, just in case you're curious, this is a T8, and I believe most of these are all T8s. While we do this, we'll also do a little cleaning because we can see that obviously it was a little dirty inside. Oh, got a little pin. Keep an eye on all that stuff. These are all important pins. We don't lose any of those. So the first thing we'll do is we'll figure out what size washer we need. So it's going to definitely be 5mm. Let's see what size. 1/16. All right, 3/64, 5mm, okay? Let me clean off the blade real quick. It's even milled out nicely there. Here's a washer. Now, this is a, it looks like it's either Teflon or I'm gonna guess some sort of plastic or urethane, resin, something like that. Put those over there. Kind of clean them off real good. All right, so I do believe I have those. Let me find them. Yeah, I think this is the one. So let's see. Yep, I think these are the ones. All right. Let's clean the rest of this off. All right. I'm going to go grab my other scale real quick because I think I'm going to put the black scale back on, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. All right, I found the original scale. So you can see, actually I have two scales, which I really like. I like this orange one a lot, but I figured I'd try the black one since I can, right? It's always nice to have a different color that you can bring in. Let's go ahead and reassemble. So this is a captive pivot. You can see it's a D shape, so we're going to put it in here. Make sure we get it nice lined up. And likewise for this one, this is also a captive pivot for the back one. This goes in as well, just like this. And it's got to line up in here as well. I'll put my pins in here. There we go. And we're going to put, before I do that, I'm going to put my washers back on, but I'm going to put a little bit of oil, just a couple of drops. And I'm going to put the blade stop pin. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to put a little detent oil on the detent ball and the detent track, okay? Now, this is nano oil 10 weight, 15 weight. No, it's 10 weight, sorry, because you can't see the sticker's so worn off. And this is 85, so, and I still have just a little bit left in here, and I just kind of want to use the rest before I throw it out. I have another bottle to replace it, but I just would like to use the rest of this before it's all gone. I do use some Loctite just to keep it nice and secure. Just a little drop. Reverse thread till it clicks, and then screw in nice and gently. Okay. Oh, we did lose our pin over here. Oh, I don't think the long screw goes in there. I think the long screw goes over here. Let's see. Yeah, it goes over here. Dead center. See that action? Now, I will tell you, Action was really great before. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. They're pretty decent production washers, no questions asked. But if you, as you know, first of all, I'm a Skiff, have a partnership with Skiff, and so if you use RNK10, you get 10% off all your purchase of Skiff washers and tools like this. And I have some other little, it's called a finger screwdriver or whatever, and these things, and like all the washers here, really worth it. You know, you get 10% off. Use RNK10, and you get 10% off each of your washer purchases. Highly recommend that. But this particular, the Quiet Carry Drift LC takes these, the 5mm Rocket Glides, and they're the 3/64 inches balls, and then this 15 ball count, which is really great because 15 ball count compared to, what do we have on here? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we had 10. So we get, you know, that gives you a little extra stability, and I think a little better action too. Yeah, look at that action. That's just beautiful, and it's you don't know what I'm talking about until you feel it. The other one was really good. Okay, as far as production knives goes, it was really, really good. But it was just, once you put these in, you can feel this is more buttery smooth, right? The smoothest knife I ever had was the Drift IQ. That was the first knife that I got that had ridiculous action. I loved that knife. That knife was so good. It was really absurd, and I had never experienced anything like that. And ever since then, I knew, you know, action could be amazing. And that's why all my drifts tend to be usually very great action, and this is no exception. But it's really nice to put this in there. I really do like that, and I like the all blacked out version too here. I think that's really nice. See, look at all that. But I prefer like the Stonewash blade. I know there's an all blacked out version that they have, and if you get that, I think you would love it. You will absolutely love it, and I highly recommend you getting that one. But this combination, to me, that speaks to me, and I love the action. Look at that. Just so buttery smooth now. I got to tell you, it's subtle, but it's so worth it. And I really would recommend that you give it a try. Get those cage ceramic ball bearing washers. They really work really, really well. And it's these guys right here, in case you want to pause. And I'll put a link into the description for those washers too. So if you wanted to order them for your Quiet Carry LC, really nice. The cool thing is these are all T8s, so that was really easy to do. And this is a screwdriver that I got off of Urban EDC. I had enough points from buying enough knives that I got one of these. I had enough points to buy this, and this is an Ultim. I'm not sure if this is the Battle Bead screwdriver. I got to look it up. I can't remember, but really cool screwdriver. And I like this right here because I can turn it and still hold it, and that's what I like about that. Don't get me wrong. I also have my stubby WIA bit driver. That's really nice as well. And if a pivot is really, really tough to get off, like for instance, recently I replaced the washers on the what was it? Bird Blades Sweeney, and boy, Riot in the factory had put some serious Loctite on there. I couldn't get it off with this at first, so I had to get my little stubby one, and got it free. But you have to be real careful, very direct, so you don't strip the screws. And it came off, but boy, that was a tough one. It was a really, really tough one. So I was very happy that I had that screwdriver, and it worked really well. So, but man, Skiff washers. If you know anything about Skiff washers, I believe it's a father and son. They make custom knives, and their custom knives are ridiculous. They are very high-end custom knives, and you know, if you're looking for a real fancy custom knife, those guys will do it for you. But they also make washers, and these washers are in a lot of production and custom set mid-tech knives. Like for instance, my iMamba, the new iMambas, instead of going for the free floating cage ceramic balls, they now have the Skiff washers that they put in them. And that's really cool. And I know there's other people that use Skiff washers as well, just because their precision and their milling is just so outstanding. Cannot recommend it enough. To me, it's just, there's a difference. There really is. You know, is there ever a chance that I could get a Skiff washer that may not be like absolutely perfect? Well, yeah, that's theoretically possible, but I have, quite frankly, and not to knock fate and, you know, want to experience that anytime soon, but I have yet to have that experience, right? Now, I have had some knives Their action was so good that I did not need skiff washers, and that's rare. That's rare, but it's more common that skiff washers gives me some improvement. Even if the action doesn't change, it just feels better. There's a vibration, there's a grittiness you can feel. You know, most people may not feel it, but I do after having handled so many knives, right? I could definitely tell the difference, and I can feel the difference in this knife already, and I love it. So there you go. That's my recommendation. You know, check out the Skiff washers. I think it makes a knife that's great even better, and that's what it does here. The action is just beautiful now. No blade rock. It's in there solid. I love the action, dead center. Man, couldn't ask for anything better. It's such a great little knife. I love this knife. You know, and I had the opportunity to try this out. They Quite Carry let me try this out, and I was going to do a review and everything, and I did. And then I said, hey, I love this thing. Can I buy it? And I was able to buy it. And now this one had a little scratch on there, but you know what? That wasn't that got sent here because it was a loaner knife, right? It was going to be used to have people look at it, and I didn't care. I didn't care. That, you know, if you know me, that fact that I didn't care about that, and I still love this knife, and that doesn't bother me, you know it's got to be good, right? You know it's got to be good. So there we go. That was fun. That's always fun putting skiff washers in and seeing the benefit immediately. Yeah, that's just really great. All right. So there you go. That's the skiff washers I put in. If you have any questions for me, any comments, questions about this and other washers, let me know in the comments down below. I do try to reply to them and try to engage with all you guys. I do appreciate you guys watching, and if you've hung around this long, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative, helpful, and maybe encourages you to take a chance at doing this. It's really not that difficult, okay? You know, and if this is nerve-wracking and it's a little scary at first, start off with a cheaper knife. Do like a baby banter, okay? Or a little Civivi knife or something if it's your first one. I definitely recommend you trying that and getting comfortable. The trick is not over torque it, not under torque it. You know, I'd recommend some Loctite because sometimes these screws will start to loosen if you don't have a Loctite. And when you put Loctite in there, make sure there's not a ton of oil that gets into the screws, because then the Loctite will never set. And then make sure you let the Loctite set for at least an hour before you do anything with it. But it really takes 24 hours to cure, right? So that's what I would recommend. And this Loctite allows you to unscrew it. It's not like super glue. So, you know, I should probably stop, you know, flicking it like I am, but I enjoy this too much that, and those skiff washers are nice. They're really nice. Yeah. All right. Sorry. I know you guys are probably done. All right. Well, hey, thanks so much for watching today. If you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, entertaining, or just informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows me to grow, be able to produce more content, do more things. I really appreciate that. And if you haven't already done that, maybe consider hitting the notification button so you can be notified of future content. Hey, if you haven't checked me out yet, maybe go over to Instagram and check me out at Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Again, that's Robs_nerdy_knives on Instagram. Hey, thanks so much for watching today. You guys have a great day and a great week.